هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. How many minutes do I have?
40 until
What?
the last one.
Until
15:10.
3:10.
3:10.
until 10.
What time?
3:10.
Now it's 10 to 3. So you have 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. So this is my plan, my approach. I'm going to say what I want to say, advise myself and you, and then I will open by half an hour or 45 minutes. Before that, you remind me to stop, and then I will ask any question. Because today it will be very, very personal. Because about that great heart, right? So, Alhamdulillah, for the last month, our visitors explained to you. I participate in the beginning about how to have a happy marriage. It's mostly they cover about the fiqh zahir. So I need to emphasize now is the fiqh batin. What is fiqh zahir and fiqh batin? Fiqh zahir is outward. How to do salat, how to do hajj, how to marry, the physical thing that you see. But fiqh batin is on your heart. This is Islamic psychology, or the other word fiqh batin called Tasawuf. I'm not going to explain all Tasawuf, of course. These are called Tasawuf 101. Right? This is, we begin that from last weekend. What is ihsan? Right? Rasulullah, the angel asked Rasulullah, Ahdini ala ihsan. Qala Rasulullah, An ta'budullah ka'annaka tarahu, fa'ilam tarahu fa'innahu yaraka. This is the answer to the who am I? At the deeper level, right? The reality, the answer, who am I? Basically, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. That is, you slave yourself to Allah, At-ta'budullah, you slave yourself like ka'annaka taru, like you saw Him, Allah Ta'ala. Fa'ilam taru, you will never see Him. Fa'innahu yaraka, but you're conscious with certainty that He sees you all the time. This is the concept of ihsan. Now, so the topic today is how to have a happy and love in marriage. Not just a concept. You have to live, you have to experience, right? Because we are now in the culture of love, everything love. But do we really know what love is? And it's better you don't know what the definition is, but you experience it. Rather than you know what it is, but you never experience it. And the worst part of love is other people experience love, they act like they're in love, but you and your husband is the opposite. There are so many theories about love, but you never experience it. So now, today I'm going to share with you, expand the last month program about how to have a good family, happy, loving family, from the spiritual perspective. This is the way better, without, after we know fiqh zahir. Now, because of family, so this, when I prepared this last night, I have to recognize these 4 people. The first 2 is my mom and my dad. The next 2 is my wife's father and mother. All these 4 people already died. Allah yarham. Right? May Allah bless them all. And part of our mission, go back to Malaysia next week, is for our children and us and all the big family to honor them. I want to bring my son, my family, to visit their grandparents' grave, my mother's grave, my in-laws' grave, to enjoy what life is and what love is. That's all, right? That's what life is all about. When we're going to go home, just like Brother John said, our final destination in this life, physically, is Kubur. But that's not the final destination. We will discuss that in a moment. What is marriage? Allah says, Allah created us from the water. Actually, if you look at the English is a little bit it's not accurate. The Arabic is more beautiful. فَجَعَلَهُ. Another, He make you love to have descendants and marriage. So marriage, when we talk about marriage, without any question, we talk about marriage according to the Sharia, right? We are not talking about marriage of same-sex marriage, the marriage that defined by the West. We're talking about marriage defined by the law of that marriage, Allah Ta'ala, right? So no question about it. So in other words, a marriage is from the permissibility, the generosity of Allah Ta'ala. Because Allah can say, you can't marry. Just like the Catholic try to do, right? The Pope cannot marry. But no, Allah gives us the privilege, the honor to enjoy life fully, 100%. And where it is interesting, the man of the year, this year, who is the man of the year? Pope. Pope. It's amazing, it's sad to be the man of the year, to advise about marriage, to advise our family, to advise about the private man and wife. Everything theoretical. He never experienced it. And that's not what Islam, not God, asked him to do. But that was a man-made idea. So we pity him. But at the same time, we ask Allah to bless him and to guide our Pope, inshallah. Amen. This is interesting. When people ask you in the exam in Malaysia, before you get allowed to be married, you have to have classes. You have to have exam. This answer is never written in the exam. And usually, if people ask you, a Muslim, right? What is the goal of marriage? My goal of marriage is to follow the Prophet, to follow Allah's law, blah, 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 blah. All is higher, right? No. The purpose of marriage, the business goal of marriage is for intimacy and companionship. That's it. Of course, according to what? According to Rasulullah, what is brought, right? Because from here, number one, that we from this understanding, we get off from this theoretical cultural baggage. That to say to your friend, brother, I love this gathering, but I need to see my wife. It is totally okay. If you do that in our culture, come on. But or your wife said, sisters, I like this dinner, blah, blah, blah. I miss my husband. I need to sleep. It should be to be an envy. For a person can say that. But the problem in our culture is that, this is segan. You're going to sleep with your wife and to say to us, it's such malu. That's a problem. I tell you a story in the Sirah. This is Sirah, this is Sunnah, right? Muhammad ﷺ is a human or an angel? He's a human, right? Many occasions, this is in a hadith, right? Man is a man. Okay, this is you have to understand, the wife needs to understand what man is, right? Man, the moment that we become shahwa, right? Our brain doesn't work, right? This is the man, good, right? And Rasulullah showed us this. Rasulullah, the best of mankind, the beloved Allah, right? He was outside. He looked at a woman, not naked woman, just a woman. He remembered his wife. So he went to his house. Whoever that has his day, right? The wife. Basically, he said, and the wife no. He satisfies his desire, blah blah, he get out, socialize. That is perfectly 110% okay. And this is the reason why we will go to the human rights later. One of the issues in the West, where there are so many freedom of sexual freedom, but there are a lot of sexual criminals. It doesn't make any sense, right? You can do so many things. You don't have to be married. Why there is a sexual crime? Because of the dynamics within the family. So, first of all, we have to understand, to be has this fulfilling the desire of a man and also a woman, and to be intimate, to hug each other, to embrace each other, is the objective of Islamic law of what marriage is all about. So don't give me this crap like, oh, I'm married because I want to have many zuriyah. I want to follow that. No, those are theoretical. You have to go strictly to your biology. Allah knows your biology. So go to your heart. You have to express it to your wife. When she needs you, it doesn't mean that she needs a handbag. She needs you, you go with it. And this is very, very important. That is the business goal of marriage. Now, this verse is many people memorize it, alhamdulillah. He said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ومن آياته أن خلقكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل لكم مودة ورحمة. The problem is, people don't forget about the second verse after that. That man and woman have different languages, different feeling, different biology, different chemistry, different culture, different DNA, right? It will have impact on your marriage. But in that verse, the first one is litaskunu, right? Litaskunu from the word sakana. We will have that word later on. Litaskunu from the word sakana. Sakana is to be peace, to be tranquil, to be happy, to be in love. So, and mawadda and rahmah. Mawadda is, if you, like a love is an apple, love like an apple, for example. Mawadda is a core of an apple. Core of an apple. So, in marriage, mother and son, they love each other. But mother cannot do what the wife does to her son. Right? It's haram. To have intimate relationship with your mother is haram. The core of an apple is for the wife, not for the mother. Of mawadda is this special love that Allah gives to human being between husband and wife. The problem is wahtilafi al-sanatim wa alwanikum. The translation many colors, many languages. Because the husband and the wife have many language. Language translated as personality, character. You cannot expect, you have to know this. Because of this, okay, this is a fake law, right? Let's say if I want to marry my son to someone's daughter, your friend, I will consult you, or my wife will consult you, a question in private. We will ask you, how do you like such and such daughter of this family? Okay, this is a law. You will tell us everything that you know about that girl. Even no one knows it. For example, only you know that she is HIV positive. No one knows. Or maybe she is a hermaphrodite. You know hermaphrodite? Yeah. Right? You know it because you are a close friend. You deliver the baby. You know her. you have to tell us in confidential, and we never tell anyone else. Why? Because my son have to know her as 100% possible. Why? Because he has to know what to expect, the personality, the chemistry, that you don't give out to anyone except for marriage. If you don't, it's haram. It's haram to withhold information regarding that question, regarding marriage. This is not gossip. This is confidential, right? There are many things happen in the community. People ask me, I never tell you. My wife asked me, no, that's privileged information. Because this is trust, it's amana. This is the reason why, because it impacts on the marriage. Because if I'm going to sell my car, I have to tell you, if you ask me, brother, does this car have an accident before? I'm obliged to tell you 100%. If I withheld from you, haram money. It's simple as that. No trickery. This is Islam, right? So, this is the reason why. And of course, like what Brother John, this is the objective of life, though, so that the objective of intimacy, companionship, has to equal this. And people, this got strange look when they said, yes, marriage is to have intimacy, to know your wife, to know your husband, like no one else, closer than his mother or her mother. This is part of being abd. And I'm going to give an example of this. It is a fiqh law. You cannot run naked around in the house. It's haram. Some people like this. No, it's haram. Except one condition. When the children is out, or the two husband and wife at home, they decide to have crazy things. They're running in the house naked the whole day.
Inside.
In the house. It is not haram. Actually, good thing. Nothing embarrassing about it. Right? Why? When you are private, your spouse is not there, angel and Allah see you. So you cover yourself. That's why you should protect yourself. It's haram. Your privacy, right? The greatness of this connection with the husband and wife, when there's at the other side present, Allah withhold His rights. To give His right to you, husband and wife. Subhanallah. This is subhanallah. This is great, right? I'm not recommending it, but if you want to go ahead. Just tell me not to visit you. That's it. Now, what is this? Tool for different jobs. In other words, have a certain tool for certain job. So what my point is, a marriage, if you want to have intimacy, commitment, and love, you have to have the right tool. And the tool first must be knowledge. This is the reason why طلب العلم فريضة على كل مسلم ومسلمة. Learning knowledge always farz. Farid is always obligatory to a Muslim man as well as a woman. And as a proof, if Allah وَيُرِيدَ بِخَيْرًا يُفَقِّهُ فِي الدِّينِ, whenever Allah wants to give him some blessing, khayr, good, Allah give him yufaqihu from the fiqh. Allah give him or her understanding, deeper understanding. Fiqh is deeper understanding of his religion. And part of it is marriage. So,